Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Notion Hub, and in this video, I'll be showing you all the best features of the OnePlus 10T. By the way, I've already made a dedicated video for the tips and tricks section where I've talked about many things which I won't be covering in this video. So definitely check out that video as well, link will be in the description. With that said, the most highlighting feature about this phone would be its performance. This phone sports a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor with Adreno 730 GPU. With up to 16GB of LPDDR5 RAM and up to 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage. Purely in terms of performance, there isn't much difference between this phone and the OnePlus 10 Pro, but in terms of power efficiency and maintaining lower temperatures, this phone is definitely better. Next best thing about this phone would be its super fast charging speeds. This phone comes with SuperVOOC 150W charger and the charging speeds are incredibly fast. You can get up to 30% of charge in just 5 minutes and get up to 80% of charge under 20 minutes, and you can completely charge a phone in about 23 minutes. So as I've said, charging speeds are insanely fast. Next, this phone also has a pretty impressive display. It comes with a 6.7-inch Full HD Plus Fluid AMOLED display with 120Hz screen refresh rate, which has HDR10 Plus support, and it's also protected by Corning Gorilla Glass. It's definitely one of the best looking displays out there. Next best thing about this phone would be its cameras. On the rear, it comes with a triple camera setup with a 50MP primary camera with Sony IMX766 sensor with optical image stabilization, and for selfies, we get a 16MP camera with f2.4 aperture. Next, I'm going to show you how you can change the default apps on this phone. Now this isn't a feature, it's just like a quick tip from where you can change your default apps. So from this location, you can change your default browser or default SMS application. Going on next, we also have the always on display feature on this phone. Now once you enable this feature, this is how your phone looks once you turn off the phone or just lock the phone. Now this is the default theme that we get, but from settings, you can actually customize this always on display. You can change the clock style, add in a bit of color, and do other customizations. Next, we can also hide applications on this phone. Well, this is the process that you need to follow to hide applications, but do remember, all these apps are just hidden in this particular launcher. If you install a different launcher or switch to a different launcher, you can still see all those applications. And you can also find if these applications are installed or not directly from the Play Store. So this particular feature can hide apps, but only from amateurs. If there is an expert snooping around your phone, then they can find those hidden applications. Next, we have this interesting feature called Nearby Charging Stations. Now just like the name suggests, this feature allows you to find the nearest charging stations. Whether it's a mall, airport, or any public places, if there's a OnePlus charging station nearby, you can find it using this feature. Next, we have a new personalization section. Now this isn't any new feature, it's just a single place where OnePlus put all the features related to customizations in a single place. From here, you can change the theme, accent colors, icon styles, and do everything that you can related to customization. Next, we also have some new navigation gestures. But before that, we have the regular navigation bar with the back, home and recent buttons. From settings, you can set the long press action for the back button to open split screen mode, which can be pretty handy if you use the split screen mode a lot. Now back to the new gestures. Once you enable them, you can swipe from the bottom of the screen to go home, swipe and hold for recent tabs, and you can swipe from the left side or right side to go back a step, and you can quickly switch between the current application and the previous applications by swiping left or right on the bottom of the screen. We can also trigger Google Assistant by swiping diagonally from the bottom left or bottom right corner. Next, we have a new feature called Work-Life Balance. It's an automation feature that will allow you to restrict notifications from applications based on time and location. You have two modes, work mode and life mode, and you can choose applications part of work mode and life mode, and when you're in a particular mode, you'll only get notifications from those applications. Let's say you're in the work mode, then you'll get notifications only from those work applications. Next, we have some screen off gestures. First one would be double tap to wake. Now once you enable this feature, as the name suggests, you can just double tap the screen to wake it up. If you're already using face unlock feature on this phone, you can just double tap the screen to wake it up, then your front camera will see your face, and then it will immediately unlock the phone. Overall, it gives you a very immersive experience. Next, we have music controls. Now once you enable this feature, you can draw less than or greater than symbols when the screen is off to play the previous or next songs, and then draw two parallel lines to play or pause music. Next, you can draw an O to open the camera application. You can draw a V to toggle the torch. We can also assign new screen off gestures for different characters like S, M, W, and so on. Next, we have Zen mode. You can access it from the notification toggles, and once you enable this feature, it will literally not allow you to do anything for the next 20 minutes. Even if you restart your phone in those 20 minutes, it still takes you to the Zen mode. If you want to meditate for some time or put your phone down for some time, just give this a try. Next, we have a screen recorder built into the phone. Whether you want to just record your screen for a random purpose or for a tutorial, or if you want to record your game, then you can do all that from your phone with a built-in feature. You can access it from the toggles. You can also change the resolution, bitrate. You can even change the audio source and set video orientation. Next, we have digital well-being. Now this is a feature from Google which simply tracks all your usage on your phone and gives you a complete analysis of which applications you are using a lot or which applications receive the most notifications. Now using this feature, you can also limit your usage, which is pretty great. Next, we have wind down. Now this is also from Google and it's part of digital well-being, and it allows you to sleep faster at night. You can basically schedule it to automatically turn on the grayscale mode and do not disturb mode at a specific time and basically hint you to go to bed. Next, we have flip to mute. Now once you enable this feature, you can just flip your phone to mute an incoming call. Next, we have 3-finger screenshot. Now before I show you how to use that, let me show you how to take a screenshot on this phone. Just press the volume down and power button both at the same time and your phone will take a screenshot. For some reason, if that's a bit difficult for you, you also have this 3-finger screenshot gesture. Once you enable it, you can just swipe down using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. This is definitely my favorite way to take a screenshot. Next, we have long screenshot. Let's say you want to take a long screenshot of this web page. Then this is what you need to do. First, take a regular screenshot. You can either use the buttons or the 3-finger screenshot gesture. Once you do that, you'll see a preview, and now click on the button that says expanded screenshot. Once you do that, your phone will automatically scroll through the page, and at the end, it will give you a long screenshot. Next, we have some quick launch shortcuts for the fingerprint scanner. Once you enable this feature, in the lock screen, you can touch and hold the fingerprint scanner. Even after the phone unlocks, just keep holding it and you will see some quick shortcuts. Now you can swipe your finger left or right to switch between these applications and release the finger to open that particular application. You can also swipe down to close the application. Now from these settings, you can save your quick shortcuts. Next, we have fingerprint animations. Now right out of the box, this is the default animation that we get whenever we use the fingerprint. And you can use the one based on your preference. By the way guys, fingerprint scan on this one is super fast, so most of the time you won't even see the animation completely. Next, we have gaming mode. Now this feature gives you tons of options, like it gives you the option to answer calls via speaker, block all banner notifications and all the notifications in general, disable auto brightness. It can even boost the network for a lag-free experience. It also has some advanced features like game display enhancement and haptic feedback enhancement. Next, we have parallel apps. Now this feature allows you to use 2 instances of the same application. Let's say if you want to use 2 Facebook accounts, 2 Instagram accounts, or 2 WhatsApp accounts on the same phone, then this feature will allow you to do that. Usually social media applications like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp support this feature, but OnePlus has also added few additional apps like Paytm, Uber, and many more. Next, we have reading mode. Now reading mode on this phone is pretty unique. Once you enable this feature, your phone will automatically adjust the screen color temperature and make the display much more comfortable to read. You can either turn it on manually or schedule it to automatically turn on for few specific applications, say like Amazon Kindle or Google's Playbooks. It can also block peak notifications or heads-up notifications, which can be quite annoying, especially while reading. Next, we have some launcher-based gestures. If you are using the stock launcher from OnePlus, you have some cool gestures and you can tweak them from the launcher settings. On your home screen, you can do a swipe down gesture to pull down the notification bar. You can double tap in an empty area to put the phone to sleep. And finally, you can do a swipe up gesture to open the app drawer. Next, we can also switch audio output device on this phone. It's a very unique feature on an Android phone, and personally, I love it. Let's say a Bluetooth headset is connected to your phone and you're watching a video. Now, if you want to hear the audio from the speakers instead of disconnecting the Bluetooth, you can change the audio output device by using the volume buttons. Next, we have App Locker built into the phone. If you have any applications that hold sensitive information like net banking applications or payment-based apps like Paytm, Google Pay or PhonePe, you can lock all those applications using this feature. It's a nice feature but has very limited options. If you're an advanced user, I'll suggest you to use a third-party application. Next, we have Schedule On and Off. Now this feature allows you to automatically turn on your phone and even turn it off at a specific time on a specific day. You can configure all that from these settings. So guys, these are all the best features. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video. If you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag ASKGREEDYTECH on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.